idea is to sort of follow what the state decoded had done for its for Virginia specifically. So they have to basically be able to empower something like this generally in a public domain distributed way using GitHub. So this project. The goal here is to make it so that it's something that is easy for anybody to edit. And so we basically tackled a bunch of pieces, and the whole workflow isn't there, so I can't take you through the entirety of the thing, but I can show you each piece of it. Each piece of it got worked on. They are. Sure. So the goal here is to be able to, through an editing interface like this, have people write and edit definitions about legal and governmental terms. Then to have those definitions get automatically turned into data. And then to have that data be easily available in a way that can be integrated downstream. So we were able to make basically like 4 kinds of progress today. Maybe, yeah, I think 4 kinds of progress. So one is that Lindsay Young, who had to leave, but she wrote a small script that took the dictionary that the state decoded started with, and she imported about roughly 500 definitions of it. So we have a ton of different definitions now loaded in, and they all have been pretty nicely formatted with a bit of markdown for the source name and source link. And then we worked on the actual data. Actually, I'll turn it over to Eric to show what you guys have done in the data transformer. We also started with, I basically like from the, took the output and just generated a couple of what will begin automatically generating once we have that part working, and made some examples. And then I actually, unfortunately it's running on my computer, but I can probably connect to it. I will connect it from inside my browser. 10:03, 192.168. How about it? Yeah. So we take, what was the bill that I picked out? Extras 15. So I actually took those and got them working. And there's some more styling to do. It's a little too subtle, and the tooltip is a little like just the default styling. So I didn't have time to go very far on it. But when all the pieces work together, we'll be able to take contributions through GitHub through a really nice interface. It's not intimidating to regular people. Have that get turned into a pull request that when we merge gets automatically turned into JSON like this. And when that JSON like this is available, it should start automatically or very quickly start automatically powering up. In this case, I just started with a product that I have control over, so I can integrate it, called Scout. There's a lot of other products that we have and other people have that can use this. So that's like, we have all the pieces of the system in place, and there's some more glue to do. And the approach I'm taking for this right now probably won't scale very well up to thousands of definitions, but some more things that we can do when we reach that. So, and Errol, do you want to talk at all about data transform stuff?
Yes.
Is there a URL I should go to?
Well,
yeah, we can talk about it. Not much to show. It's not a sexy part of it all. But basically, me and Errol work on the part that turns the definition once it's committed to GitHub into JSON, which requires several moving parts. It requires a webhook in GitHub so when a commit is made, it will post information about that commit to an app that we've created. The app intent is to do the JSON transformation.
What's your username?
GitHub 5000. We got as far as the hook part of it, so we can capture payload information when the commit is made to GitHub. It passes over to our app. That's where we're going to leave it off for now. The next step would be then to, now that we've got that information, to go get the raw text of the files that were just committed, which is basically the definition files, then convert that into JSON, and then commit it back up to the GH pages branch, if I'm not mistaken, on GitHub, where it'll be available to view.
Right. So that's to turn this automatically into this without us having to actually intervene manually. So anytime we merge a contribution, because these are two different branches. So the definitions are living on the master branch, just like the default branch you'd see when visiting the repository, but then we have the definitions living on the GitHub pages branch, so that if we actually visit it in the browser, then it is there, and it's hosted like by GitHub, but it's fast and you can download it easy. So all the pieces are there, and we'll keep putting them together, and we have a place to demo it right away. And there's more to go.
What's next?
So what's next is putting this all together. Oh, and I should mention that Prose was also, until today, totally broken in terms of submitting forks, but I bugged Ben Bolter about it, and he actually fixed that. He spent like a couple of hours fixing awful bugs on Prose's part and submitted a pull request to them. But what's next is actually like connecting all four of these pieces together. So right now, if you contribute something to this, that nothing happens. So we need to have it automatically tie into the work that Errol and Keith did, and then when that JSON is there, it needs to automatically start showing up in Scout or whoever else wants to use it, and I have some more polished work to do here to make it more useful to people, and to integrate it on more than just bills, throwing on government reports and that sort of thing. So a bunch of little things.
Nice.
Yeah.